Some lessons aren't written in books. They're etched into your skin, into your memories, into the nights you cried so quietly not even the walls knew. Pain doesn't whisper. It carves. It takes your voice and replaces it with silence. It shows up when you least expect it, in smiles that feel forced, in hands that used to hold you, in rooms that feel colder now. You don't learn truth from comfort. You learn it from the moment everything safe collapses, from the nights where you stare at your phone, hoping for a name that never lights up, from mornings where breathing feels like labor. Pain is a ruthless teacher, but an honest one. It doesn't sugarcoat. It doesn't wait for you to be ready. It shatters, then waits. And somehow in the ruins, you begin to see things you never did before. These truths, they aren't pretty. They aren't easy, but they are real. And if you're listening right now, if you're still here, then maybe you've bled too. So let's talk about the truths that only show up after the bleeding. The ones no one warns you about. The ones that don't comfort you, but change you. Truth number one, the people you die for won't even fight for you. You give. You give until it hurts, until there's nothing left to offer but the pieces of yourself. You go to war for them, stand in fire, swallow pride, break your own heart just to hold theirs together. But one day, you'll need them, and they won't show up. Not because they're busy, not because they didn't see, but because they never planned to. You were a chapter. They were your entire book. And that's the kind of betrayal that doesn't scream. It sits in your stomach, in your chest, in every quiet moment. You gave, you trusted, you broke. They didn't flinch. Some people are just takers. They take your kindness, your loyalty, your unconditional love, and they trade it for silence when the time comes to give back. You'll learn the hard way that effort is not always mutual, that love is not always returned, that you can bleed for someone and they'll still say you never tried. And that's when you realize you weren't loved, you were used. Truth number two, not everyone has a heart like yours. You think everyone means what they say, that when someone looks you in the eye and promises, they mean it. You think kindness is universal, that softness will be met with softness, but it won't. Some people are sharp where you are soft. They don't feel guilt. They don't hesitate. They don't love the way you do. You offer your heart like it's made of gold. They see it as a gain, a weakness. You'll learn that just because you would never hurt them doesn't mean they won't hurt you. Your heart will confuse cruelty for confusion. You'll try to fix what's breaking you. You'll blame yourself for their damage. And one day, you'll wake up colder, not bitter, just aware. You'll smile less easily, trust more carefully, because you've learned not everyone has a heart like yours. And that's not your fault, but it will change you. Truth number three, healing is a lonely war. They tell you healing is beautiful. They don't tell you it's silent. It's crying into your pillow with no one around to hear you. It's talking yourself out of panic attacks at 2 a.m. It's learning how to live in your own skin again after someone tore it apart. Healing isn't soft music and candles. It's screaming into the void. It's writing texts you never send. It's deleting pictures with shaking fingers. It's wanting to call them, knowing you shouldn't. It's watching the door even when you know they're not coming. No one tells you this part. No one warns you how lonely healing is, because it's yours, your war, your battlefield. No one else hears the thoughts. No one else feels the ache in your chest. You walk through fire barefoot, praying there's water at the end, but there isn't. Just you, still burning, still breathing, and maybe that's the strength, not the healing, but the surviving. Truth number 4, the world doesn't stop just because you're broken. You want everything to pause, to freeze. You want the sun to dim, the clocks to stop ticking, because your heart just shattered. But the world doesn't care. The buses still run, people still laugh, deadlines still approach. Your pain becomes invisible, background noise. You sit in a meeting, eyes swollen from crying, and no one notices. Or worse, they notice, but look away. Life keeps moving, even when you can't. You'll learn to smile through the wreckage, to get up even when your soul begs you not to. Not because you're okay, but because the world won't wait. It never did. It never will. Truth number 5. Sometimes closure never comes. They left. No explanation, no goodbye. Just gone. And you're left with questions. What did I do? Was I not enough? You write letters in your head, rehearse conversations that'll never happen. You wait for an apology, for clarity, for something. But silence is all you get. And eventually, you'll have to accept it. Not because it makes sense, not because it feels okay, but because holding on is heavier than letting go. Closure isn't always given. Sometimes you create it by choosing to stop asking, by breathing through the unknown, by making peace with echoes. Truth number 6. You become the person who saved you. No one showed up. No one came running. You cried alone. You rebuilt alone. And slowly, you became the one you needed. You stitched your own wounds. You held your own hand. You whispered hope into your own darkness. There was no hero, just you, bleeding, crying, rising. And maybe that's what strength really is, not the absence of pain, but the courage to survive it alone. You're still here. That's power. That's resilience. That's who you are now, the one who saved yourself. Truth number 7. You can't save people who don't want to be saved. You gave them your light. They chose the dark. You reached into their drowning. They pulled you under. You sacrificed peace, sleep, sanity. And it changed nothing. Because saving someone isn't about how hard you try. It's about whether they want to be saved. And some don't. Some love their chaos, their pain, their shadows. You have to learn to let go, to stop pouring into a cup that leaks. Not because you don't care, but because you can't bleed for someone who enjoys the wound. Truth number 8. Forgiveness is for you, not them. You think forgiving means they win, that it means what they did was okay. But forgiveness isn't a gift to them. It's a release for you. It's setting yourself free from their grip. It's saying, you hurt me, but you don't own me. Forgiveness is a quiet rebellion. It says, I won't carry this pain anymore. You let go, not because they deserve peace, but because you do. Truth number 9. Love can hurt more than hate. Hate is easy, predictable, but love cuts deeper. It's the ones you loved who break you, because you never thought they would. You trusted them with your softness, your dreams, your fears, and they turned it into ammunition. Love doesn't always heal. Sometimes it wounds. And those wounds don't close quickly because they're not just from betrayal, they're from disbelief. How could they? Why would they? And the ache stays because love doesn't end clean. It fades, it burns, it haunts. And sometimes the ones who said they loved you are the ones who taught you how to hurt. Truth number 10. Pain doesn't end you, it reveals you. You thought it would destroy you. The heartbreak, the silence, the nights you didn't want to wake up. But here you are, breathing. Not the same, never the same, but deeper, wiser, softer in the right places, sharper in others. Pain peeled you open, tore away the illusions, showed you who you really are. You didn't break. You transformed. Now you see differently. Now you move with caution. Now you love with boundaries. The pain didn't end you. It revealed you. And what's been revealed is beautiful. If you're still here, you're stronger than you know. You made it here, through all of it. The silence, the nights, the heartbreaks, the loneliness. You're still breathing, still trying, still hoping, even if the hope is quiet now. And that means something. You broke, you healed, you became. Don't let anyone dim that. Not them, not the past, not even you. You're more than what happened to you, more than the scars, more than the tears. You are proof that even the shattered can shine. And if you ever forget how far you've come, just remember this. You're still here. And that is strength.